What is wall syndrome? Wall. There is a time in every woman's life, often around her 30s, when she realizes that her value in the market begins to drop sharply and she is no longer able to compete with younger, prettier women and thus compete for the interest of the high-value alpha males with whom she had relationships in her early 20s. A small number of women will be provoked by this condition to try to recapture the glory of the bygone days of the peak of their sexual value by becoming intensely promiscuous, little time and lots of unfulfilled desire. But for most women, the wall means a dating strategy that consisted of engaging in promiscuous sex with high-value alpha males in search of a safe beta male for a long-term relationship, starting a family, running a household, etc. And so the men she had ignored until now because they were boring, good beta boys, suddenly become attractive prospects for a long-term relationship because they are inherently loyal and grateful, and thus ideally suited to be good, caring breadwinners. What's interesting from a psychological perspective is that these women usually don't have the ability to confront the anxiety that comes from realizing the end of the good times. Instead, they try to rationalize their change in dating strategy as growing up into a real woman. What is interesting about this particular term is that the apparently derogatory term was originally used exclusively by women as a tool to disqualify intrasexual competition. When one woman called another slammed against the wall, it was less rude than saying she was just an old whore. But the core idea was the same. She is a woman who is no longer worthy of interest for alpha males, and thus has lost the only tool of power over them, her looks.